Every once in a while, there's a show that comes out and takes over the world. This is it. This is my Squid Game review. First thing, Squid Game didn't even feel like a show to me. It actually felt like an anime. I've watched a lot of anime through my life, and the way Squid Game was set up was like an anime. I was watching a live action anime, the way they developed the characters and told the characters' stories. And to start off each character with, they have debt in their lives and they talk about society and the pressures of the mounting debt. I thought that was a great way to introduce us to the main character, and through the rest of the story, through the journeys of these other characters, everything they went through to try to, why are they in this game for this prize. Watching Squid Game, it's the age old question, what will people do for money? And Squid Game answers that in abundance. They'll kill themselves, they'll put themselves through horrible situations, horrible tasks just to get the prize at the end of the rainbow. And when they were going through the red light, green light challenge, that's their first challenge. I'm like, okay, this is great. This is nice. They're playing red light, green light, and then people were getting sniped off. And they told them the rules. If you move, you're gonna die. And the fact that that's how they started off the show in the series, I thought that was wonderful. You get a nice sense of, okay, these people ain't playing, and you got a sense to know what each one of these characters were all about. It was a simple thing, but you got to see how these characters operated, how smart they are. They were hiding behind people. Just everything that makes a good intro to a show. And you got to give, once again, it reminds me of anime. You got to give the writers or the writer like a ton amount of credit for taking a simple child's game and turning into a deadly uh, situation. The best part about Squid Game was the more and more you saw the show go on, everybody had their own agenda. You had the doctor who was cutting up patients for the other staff. You had the police guy infiltrating the the whole Squid Game empire. Yeah, I thought that was the best part about it. Yes, it was about the games. Yes, it was about these people and their lives, but there was other things going on. And the villains of the show, I think they were all great. You had that crazy lady and that other guy. I can't remember his name, but I thought all these little pockets of stories were great. The only part of the story that made me give me cause to pause was the rich Americans towards the end. I'm like, okay, what is this all about? But I guess, it was a symbol of these rich guys, these poor people, these rich people are watching these poor people kill themselves over what they already have. It was very weird. I don't know if they needed it in the story, but you needed to progress the story going forward. But those rich Americans, yeah, I could have done without. One of the reasons why I think Squid Game was successful was the games itself. Everybody had to figure out how to solve whatever puzzle they were given, and nothing brings more intensity than, as they did with Squid Game. You watch somebody else do it first, and then you have the main characters do it. Like, so the tug of war was very intense because you watched another group do it first, and now you realize, like, oh crap, they got to do it now. That's crazy. Same thing with the glass. When they were walking on the glass, it it was so suspenseful because, at any given moment you could die. And the more you watch it, this show was great with building up suspense and drama. Even the licking of the cookie thing, drama, suspenseful, especially if you break the cookie. They showed you other people breaking their cookie and getting their heads blown out. It builds, and I think that's one of the reasons why this show is successful. Yeah, it's bloody, it's gory, and you got these stories about society, but it was the challenges that they built the suspense up. Now, to be fair, I'm gonna say this: I really didn't like any of the characters in the show. Really, I didn't really like any of them. The main character, the mid character, the cop, they were just characters to me. I don't know if that was by intention, and I know maybe other people feel differently, but I just thought that, these are people who are going through tough times and they're doing, what they got to do, but none of them were very likable to me. The main character, I really didn't like him that much. Every 5 minutes talking about the other guy who went to university and became a big businessman. He brought that up so many times. The only character that maybe, no, I didn't like him either. All right, I like nobody. Which now brings me to the ending. The ending was the part I really hated the most. He did all of these things. The main character actually wanted to end the game, and they both survive. It's like, nope. And I'm glad that other character killed himself. It's like, he already in debt. He lost. What is he going back to? More debt? That's why he killed himself. That's why he stabbed himself in the neck. It's over. He lost. So the main character and the ending, I thought was horrible, because you went through the game, you won the game, get on the plane and see your daughter, and nope, he wants to go and take the game down. It makes no sense, and that's getting a little bit too justice. Like, how is he going to stop the game? These are killers, these are murderers. So I don't expect season 2 to be any as good or better than season 1, because the ending makes no sense, and you're gonna redo the exact same thing for next season. It's just ridiculous. Um, but that's for them to figure out, and for them to figure out how to bring this story into season 2. There's a lot of things that I think weren't explained, but maybe that's where season 2 comes in. But that's all I have. This is my review for Squid Game. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.